Roxanne Wilder visited Gracie Tampa West Chase to speak with fighters and MMA promoters.
The dynamic bouts, the gritty gladiators, the pageantry. Those are some of the elements that make MMA the fastest growing sport in the country. We talked with some MMA fighters and promoters to find out what makes cage fighting so appealing. Promoter Dion DeLauder packs the house at his events.
We do the Florida Combat Challenge. It's mixed martial arts for amateurs here in the Tampa Bay area. Amateurs need a minimum of 5 fights before they're able to go pro. A lot of people don't realize that. You know, they're so used to watching the UFC on television. But those guys have a foundation that they've got to have somewhere to start.
It's a great venue for Bay Area MMA fans to watch stars in the making.
They love the action. You know, it's not like any other sport out there. MMA is really its own breed. It's its own animal. You know, it's not like, you know, boxing where guys are running around, dancing around in the cage the whole time. I mean, this is straightforward, straight in your face, real action. You know, if you halfway like it on TV is what I would say, you would absolutely love it live.
Between the UFC and the levels beneath it, you're looking at a $50 billion sports combat industry. Take it from a gentleman who fights, fighters use.
Once I'm here, you can't hit me with anything significant there.
And for those who will pass on the sport and say it's too violent.
I invite them out to a show. You know, it's really hard to encapsulate into words the emotions that are there when you're by that cage.
All right, FCC fans, what a great fight we had just now.
So unlike wrestling, which is basically staged and fake, this is real. I mean, they're really hitting each other, and it can get pretty dangerous.
These are real fights, and
Some information, Roxanne, that you wanted to get out to everybody.
yes, absolutely. Dion DeLauder, you met. He's the promoter, the fight promoter for this event, the Florida Combat Challenge, which is actually October 19th at the Hilton DoubleTree, and I do believe it may be October 19th, maybe a Friday. So. If you want to go to FloridaCombatNetwork.com, that's where you can find out the information. And these are, of course, amateur fights, but in talking with Bamboo and Dan Martinez, who will be fighting, these events put on by Dion DeLauder are they're seamless. They're really good events, especially being amateur.
You know, our producer Lisa just looked it up, and it is Friday.
Okay.
So there you go. So there's all the information that you need. And, of course, we've got that posted for you also at Studio10.tv.
So you could take us down, like right now, with the knowledge.
I know some tricks.
Oh, boy.
Watch out.
We'll learn some tricks during the commercial, I think.
No, we won't. A woman's legs, I don't want to fight. A woman's legs are her